I'm back, and tonight we're going to be making one of my favourite accompaniments, hummus. The one that I'm making tonight is going to be a spicy chili variant, but you can make it however you like. I'm going to show you the base for a hummus, and then you can add whatever you like to it. The first thing I'm going to do for my spicy hummus, however, is roast some coriander and cumin. Always chuck the coriander in first because it's slightly larger and takes a little bit longer to roast, not much. So 1 teaspoon of coriander seed and 1 teaspoon of cumin seed, and we're just going to gently roast these until they've coloured a little bit, and then we can grind them up into a powder for the hummus. Righto, as soon as your seeds have started to brown, they don't have to be particularly burnt, this is the stage where you can transfer them to your mortar and pestle, and these will be ground up to be added to the hummus base later. So I'm going to go ahead and grind these up, and we'll be back with you and show you how to make the basic hummus. We're on to the main part of making hummus now. Now, you use whatever you've got at home. If you've got a potato masher, if you've got a fork, if you can chop stuff up with knives, that's good enough. Every way of making hummus will just change the texture and give it its own unique quality. I'm lucky enough to have a mincer, which I have found produces a hummus pretty much like what you can buy in a store. So for your basic hummus, you want to have 2 tins of chickpeas in brine drained, and save the brine from one of the tins, and we'll use this for thinning the hummus down at the end if it needs. Your other main ingredient for hummus is tahini, and I have the juice of approximately 4 lemons, around 125 mils of lemon juice there, and 4 cloves of garlic, uncooked. That's why we're only using 4 cloves and not my usual 20. Right, so we're going to get to it. This is going to be noisy, so I'm going to shut the sound down on this, but I'll show you just a little bit to get you started. Once the chickpeas and garlic are finely minced, then we want to add 6 tablespoons, that's about 1.5, 6 tablespoons of tahini, 2, 3, sticky stuff that it is, 4, and 6. That looks about right to me. Gotta love tahini. And make sure you get all of that goodness off the spoon into your bowl. Like that. So that was 6 tablespoons of tahini to 2 cans of chickpeas. Now, I didn't say at the start, you can definitely do this with fresh cooked chickpeas, but I haven't got the exact amounts of dry chickpea that you need to do that, but I've definitely done it that way before and it works just as well. The canned chickpeas are quite convenient, and to do it by 2 cans is just a really good number to work with. So 2 cans of chickpeas, 4 cloves of garlic, 6 tablespoons of tahini, the juice of roughly 4 lemons, around about 125-150 mils. Chuck that in. Now this is your basic hummus right here. You add your salt and pepper to taste, and that's all there is to it. Mix it together, and as you can see, that's already starting to look just like store-bought hummus right there. But because I want to be a little bit snazzy, I'm going to add some other things to this. So here we have a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder. This is the cumin and coriander seeds that we roasted and ground up earlier, and this is 4 bird's eye chilies that I've just roughly finely chopped up to add a little bit of colour and flex through it. So we just put all of these in, and as I didn't do it before, we've got half a teaspoon of sea salt, rock sea salt, and 9 peppercorns, which I've just finely ground up here. We'll chuck those in and mix all of this thoroughly through. Now, as you might have seen in many of my other cooking videos, I really like mashing and mixing with forks. I find that they do it really well. I've experimented with many things. I've tried using whisks before, and I find that standard fork does it better. So really get this thoroughly mixed together, and then once it's mixed, you want to have a look at it, and with some of the brine that we've got left over, just add a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Until you get it to the consistency that you desire. As I said, I like to go for pretty close to whatever you'd get like Lisa's hummus from the store. And I don't know if you can see, but that's pretty much what we've got there. So now you can serve this with crackers, with pita bread, you can put it on your falafel wraps or whatever that you want to do. But this is pretty damn good. What haven't I done yet? I haven't. Oh my god, so much flavour. This is really good. Now to the basic hummus, you can add whatever you choose. I've chosen to make a chili hummus tonight. You can keep it as the base. Some people like to add a little bit of olive oil to get that flavour. You can add some olive tapenade, you can add whatever you like, just to spice it up. Bon appetit.